As we've all known for several years, Disney has been planning to close Splash Mountain. And Splash Mountain closure is going to be so that it can be rethemed into Tiana's Bayou Adventure based on the Princess and the Frog movie from 2009. Well, 2023 is finally the year that is all happening. Splash Mountain is finally closing, and construction is going to be underway for the Tiana's Bayou Adventure. That being said, it is 2023 currently, but why is Disney World's Splash Mountain closed, but not Disneyland's? You'd figure that they'd have the same retheming schedule. Well, here's my theory. So Splash Mountain originally opened in the summer of 1989. In the ride, it is based off of some characters from the movie Song of the South, which you may or may not know, it is a bit controversial. That being said though, even though the ride's characters are based on Song of the South, the name for Splash Mountain was actually based on the movie Splash, which stars Tom Hanks from way back in the day. So in 2020, Disney announced that, of course, Splash Mountain was going to be closing and that it would be rethemed into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Personally, I think that the retheming of it was kind of pushed back a little bit because of the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020 and on. But before we get into why I think that Disneyland still has Splash Mountain but Disney World doesn't, please take a moment to really quickly thumbs up this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know down in the comments below. Are you going to try to be there opening day of Tiana's Bayou Adventure? I'm not going to lie, I would love to go, but I don't know if I would do opening day. It seems like it would be a very crowded day for Disney and it would be very hard to actually get a park reservation. But let me know down in the comments below if you are or are not going to be trying to do that. As of the date of this script being written, there is no official closure date for the Disneyland iteration of Splash Mountain. Also, at the time of writing the script, the Disney World one hadn't closed yet, but it is officially closed as of the time of recording this video. I just got back home from a trip to Disney, and let's be honest, there is a lot closed right now. If I had to assume, I would assume that Splash Mountain would close after the spring break rush, so probably around April, or if not April, probably after the summer rush, so around August or so. Honestly, I kind of hope it closes in August because I will be in California around August time, and I would love to go on Splash Mountain one more time. That being said though, I really think that Splash Mountain is still open because literally just down the way, another e-ticket attraction is closed, and that is Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, of course, is one of the more popular rides, but it is quite dated and it did need a very serious refurbishment. Well, 2023 is the year that it's getting its refurbishment. Also, Indiana Jones, it's not just closed for like 2 weeks for a refurbishment. It's actually closed for a few months for a long refurbishment. So if I had to assume about Indiana Jones, I think that they're trying to get it refurbished and reopened and then, the kinks kind of ironed out before the next Indiana Jones movie comes out. And of course, I think it would be to coincide with the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which releases on June 30th, 2023. Aside from Indiana Jones being closed, there is another huge closure in Disneyland, and that is the closure of Toontown. Toontown isn't really closed for a retheming, but simply a refurbishment. Much like Indiana Jones, it is a little dated, or was a little dated, and that is scheduled to reopen in March of 2023. I think that the big final reason why Splash Mountain is still open at Disneyland is because in New Orleans Square, the French Market is actually being rethemed as well. The French Market restaurant is going to be rethemed into Tiana's Palace. And this is also going to be, of course, a Princess and the Frog themed thing. Although instead of being a ride that's closed, it is a restaurant. So it's going to be rethemed, of course, into another restaurant. I'm not sure when Tiana's Palace is going to be opened, but I'm going to assume that Tiana's Palace is going to open after Indiana Jones and Toontown reopen. Basically, I'm pretty sure it closes after those two close, and it will not closed. Sorry, I keep using the wrong tense because my script was written a while ago. And the final reason I think Splash Mountain is still open is because once again, just a little bit down the way in New Orleans Square, the French Market restaurant is closed. It is closed and it is being rethemed into the restaurant Tiana's Palace, which of course is based on the Princess and the Frog movie once again. Based on those two ride-heavy attractions and areas being closed, those areas being Indiana Jones and Toontown, and then the huge closure in the New Orleans Square, which is getting rethemed into Tiana's Palace, I honestly think that having another e-ticket attraction being closed would be honestly a little bit too much for Disneyland. As is, it's very interesting to see an e-ticket attraction like Indiana Jones being closed at the same time that an entire area is being closed, the area of Toontown. But as of the time of recording, it is currently March 2023, so in Toontown right now, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is open and e-ticket attraction, so at least currently there is an e-ticket attraction open while Indiana Jones is closed. Finally, thank you so much for being here with me today. So what do you think about my assumptions as far as why Splash Mountain is open in Disneyland? Let me know down in the comments below because I'm very interested to hear what your thoughts are on this. Finally, don't forget to please hit that thumbs up button, and if you want to see more Disney content, please subscribe if you're not already, and click on one of these videos. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, so while editing the previous clip for this video, I did a little bit more research, which I probably should have done before I started recording, but I have a few dates for you that I didn't have when I wrote the script back in December. So this script is like 3 months old. This information though is current as of March 9th of 2023. As far as when Tiana's Palace is going to open, I'm not sure. I have a feeling it's either going to be open later in 2023 or in 2024 when Tiana's Bayou Adventure opens. As far as Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which is what Splash Mountain is being rethemed to, there still is no set opening date for it. We do know that it's going to be in 2024 though, which kind of has always been known as soon as we knew about the closures. As far as the Indiana Jones ride goes, there still isn't an opening date. We do know that it is spring 2023, but checking the Disney calendar over here, I can see that there are no times for April 2023, so it will probably still be closed throughout the month of April. Honestly, I'm a little surprised they didn't try to get it open for the spring break rush, but honestly, I'd rather them take their time and make sure it's perfect before, opening up a half-baked ride. And then finally, for Splash Mountain, we still don't have a closing date. Once again, checking the calendar, I can see that it is at least open through spring break. So it looks like, as of the time of recording, it'll still be open on April 20th of 2023. So that's actually kind of exciting to hear. It does make me wonder, though, when exactly it will close. Because based on how long the Disney World one is going to be closed, this is going to be, of course, a very huge undertaking. Honestly, I don't even know how much of the Splash Mountain infrastructure is going to still be there once it's rethemed, I mean. So if it is open, as I'm assuming, until after the summer rush, like I am assuming, I'm very interested to see basically what kind of changes are going to be happening. I'm also very interested to see how much later the Disneyland one will be open than the Disney World one. Because obviously it's open several months after the Disney World one has closed. So all of these things are very interesting to me. So that being said, I kind of wonder how this is going to affect the reopening. Number one, I kind of wonder if Disney World is going to be ready but delayed to open around the same time as Disneyland, or if Disney World will be open long before Disneyland and, the amount of time that we waited for Disneyland to close, Disney World's one will be open. So I'm very interested to see that once we get more concrete dates based on that. Finally, Toontown reopening. So Toontown was supposed to reopen today, the day of recording, which is the 9th of March. But due to weather, it was delayed until March 19th. So 10 days later. That's actually a pretty good timing because I had heard it was going to open in April. So I'm very happy to hear that it's not, in fact, not opening in April. I am kind of bummed though that I did miss it because I'm back home already. And I went earlier this month. So it is what it is and that's what it is. But I'm hoping to get this video recorded and then posted by Tuesday. But I am hoping to get this video edited and posted because a lot of this news is kind of old. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you for being here for the updates. Bye.